Okay, this is the spinning tutorial. First of all, I've used this large stick here, so hopefully you can see it a little bit better. Okay, there's the middle of the stick. Okay, so when I'm holding this particular spin, when I'm placing the palm heel there on that, my little fingers are wrapped round and my fingers pointing up. So it's done this slowly. Okay, the full circle motion is. So I've got it across the front. So you see from this angle here, it's in front of my arm, this way. Again, and make sure you've warmed up your shoulders and everything else to do this as well. And there. Now, most of the time I'm working this, if I was to hold it like this, I'm doing that. See how I'm using my little finger to flick it. Those people who play drums will know that when you play, you flick this way here. Those who haven't, they won't know that. But thumb there, the thumb catches. And that's the feeling I'm going to have when I'm rotating this round. If I hold it like this, even too tight, it's not going to rotate at all. So, palm, top in there. Use this one because it's got stickers on it. I hope it makes it a bit more obvious. There, so you can see. That's my left, my right hand. Index finger points to my left. So my right elbow, it's on the outside. It's not underneath. A lot of people struggle because they start like that. Okay, so when you go through there, that's going to happen with your elbow. I'll make sure I'm here, in front. Okay? Right, so I'm going to do this from the front first of all, because I think it makes it a little bit easier to see. So, right hand. If I think that I'm looking at a clock, not you. I'm looking at a clock there. 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Okay? And then I'm going to tip it. And now this is where I use my thumb, push my thumb forward and my leg there. I'm going to rotate on the spot and out. Now this end here has got to go behind my back. So this is now blocking this bit at the back, so look, it can't come forward. So I've got to get that to go to here. So my thumb and finger put into the flick. There. Now the bit that's the back, still point to there, comes in front this way, and I push it to my stomach. Again, and then I rotate round and come back and go to here and stop. And that's sort of the level one you're going to get. So again, so I'm back to the start position, so what I need to get first. So I push up, 12, 3, and now it's behind my back. So I'll turn this way. Smash the pusher there. Okay, up, through, round, point. So I'm pointing it there. I bring it down, this way. And then see behind my back, and I'm going to split it. So I push, there, it comes in. And I'll flick with my little finger, little back round, rotate it in front of me, and back to the spot. Again, it's well worth practicing spins a few times to warm up your elbows and shoulders and stuff. So once more, I'll do it completely sideways on. Pointing to my left, because this is my right hand. Sky, or 12 o'clock. 3 o'clock, towards you. Point, towards you. Down. So the bit that was pointing now goes behind the back, but the other bit has to go in front. Because if I go to here, it's going to lock and I can't spin. So we're in there, and then we'll push that in front, rotate through and to there. Okay? Now, I obviously want to keep this going. So if I go back to this point here and I go a little bit faster, 1, 2, 3, and I go to there and stop, then I have to do the flick again. And there's going to be an obvious big pause, so I want to eliminate the pause. So again, 1, palms up, straight out, it's behind the back. 2, pointing at you. 3, you go there, rotate it around. 4, okay, and then the next bit I'm going to get is we'll do what I call the double roll. So I'm going to roll it through this position here. So I'll do this one from the front. 1, 2, 3, and you see that. And now, rather than bring my arm up, if I bring my arm up, look, it stops there, and then I have to rotate my body. And get this. So go through, round, dip. So let me get that. It's almost like a playing cricket or tennis underhand shot. 1, 2, 3. So look, I will circle it all the way around, and then I can go into it again. And then once you get comfortable with your arms, look, I've got to move my body. It's a lot of body movement in this one, so it's not like the figure of 8 where I can just stay completely rigid with my arms. Because I have to do this, twist my body to go out wide. So if I look from the back, I do it this way here. By doing that, I'll turn myself in line so I can go round and come back. So there's a lot of pivoting on the feet, and as you get more speed, you go faster. Okay? And when you get really comfortable with it, set yourself up. Okay? And I'm going to imagine that I'm pointing towards you here. Okay? And that's my angle I'm going for. So I'm going to go here, there. So I'm going to go forwards, backwards. Okay, when you start with it, start flat at the front, it's a lot easier for your brain to get. And when you get comfortable with it, you can feel it there. And again, it's one of these techniques with a stick that it feels like the stick is doing this. But when you hopefully watch it back, or if you record it, you should hopefully see that you're spinning, it looks like you're spinning a lot more than you are. Okay, so from here, we go 1, 2, 3, there, and then I speed up. I'll turn myself right across to get right into it. And there. Okay, right, so this is the next spin. Another little trick for people to practice is the board in lockdown a little bit. Okay, so I'm using the lighter stick today, just because windows, mirrors, if it hits it, hopefully it won't break me. Okay, so with this, what I need to do first of all, okay, is again find the middle, and this one is a bit more difficult, so you can see that there. Okay, so that's right in the middle there. And again, if you haven't got a line in the middle, remember the also simple check is to do this. If it's the middle, it'll be balanced. If it's not the middle, it'll be off balance. Okay? Now, that's the middle there. My right hand, we start with just a practice to get it going round tight around the neck. Okay, so for the next bit. Okay, so we're going to just practice here. So, right hand, I'm going to go out as if we're going to do an outside to inside block. Okay, but rather than go out, you see how we go out to here, I'm going to do this. That. So I need that momentum there. If I just go here like this, look, that's where my stick's going to go. We go out to here, I'm going to go and push in and go round. And now I need this to go round as much as possible. Now again, with the other one I've just been showing, the spin, which I can't show in here because it keeps hitting stuff. Okay, I've got to get that. So I've got to relax my hand and look where this stick goes. When I get let go of it, it's over that side. If I keep it tight, look where it stops. Now there's no way that that's going to slide around my neck if it's here. Okay, I've got to get it around as far as possible. Okay, so there's the middle. If again you've got to have a few goes this, you will chuck your stick around, so don't do it anywhere. The first couple of times you do this, you will just slide it across your back there and just throw it backwards, or it will bounce off stuff. Okay, so make sure, especially if you've got a little bit of a heavier stick. I mean, most people who've held this knows it's really light. Okay, so make sure you have got an area or a bit of space outside where if it does fly off, it hits nothing, a bit of grass, and like you can brush it off, compared to obviously inside a living room where you can smash the TV or something like that. Okay, especially if some of you have any PlayStation, Xboxes, that you don't want to be broken that. So from here, I'm going to practice going in and there. So look, it goes across my thumb. My thumb, throat there. I've got to get this as tight as I can to spin it round. Thumb there. I know I'm exaggerating my hand, just so you get the idea of where I'm coming across. Now with my hand closed, there. Now look, when my little, if I do it without it, then my thumb's pointing. Now, most of you know I have terrible shoulder mobility, okay, through just getting them so many times. So some of you will be able to go further. So that means when you spin this here, it will probably look better than I can do it. But I've been trying to work on this, and I was hopefully going to work on it in November, but here we are, we're all back inside again. So here, going across that way. So I'm getting this. So again, middle, cross, out, through, out, through. Okay? Now the important thing is when I come across, so I'm aware I'm doing a little bit, don't pull your shoulder up. That's going to make it more difficult to grab. Okay, so I can't just throw it here, I'm just spin it all the way around me and come back down to here. I haven't got a magic weighted bow, like that, so I've just got to have this sort of normal one here. So across, again with one more hand right across there just to practice and go to here. Now when you get a bit more comfortable, that's the middle, and we go a little bit further up, so you can see that that's the point where it's obviously not balanced. But that's what I want. Because then when I get this look, I can look to my right and I can see it. And that's me still holding it. So if I flick it and get to this here, that's what I'm going to get. Okay, so out, here. Now I've got to accelerate this in and through. So hopefully you can hear this. That there. Okay, so I'm out from here, I'm going to throw through and try and fling it as far around as I can. And get that. So again, middle, so it's red off the middle. I'm over this side here, so look, for me it's about 3 fingers distance. Okay, can go that little bit further if you haven't got the mobility to get it round. So again, flick, there. And now, to get in the timing as I do this, so that my hand comes up. So I can't go too early, I'll grab that, I'll do that. So I've got to make sure it goes past me and my hand comes up, which is really there to catch, because obviously the more I throw it and the more free it's going to be a bit more of a leap and grab, and that's the last thing you want. Okay, because if I'm leaping a rabbit, whatever movement you do, he's going to look a little bit sloppy. Again, so it's my right hand, up, through and around. Again, I keep saying it, off middle. That's what happens if you go too soon. There, okay? Right. Okay, so starting my arm out and pull it in tight and whip it. Hopefully you can hear that. There, and again, out and across. There. Okay? Now, because when I'm going to here, stopping, it's going to look at that a little bit there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do sideways on from here. So what I'm going to try and get is this. To come under there, and then grab that, and then come round. Okay? So now we've got a little bit of a trick to practice. So obviously you want to build up to doing this. You can even just go there, come out. Just get used to that flow going through. Then obviously doing that so I can get the okay, somebody a little bit of practice. Hopefully you got somewhere with actually space above you. Okay, all the best.